Welcome back to Upper 90, guys. My name is Andrew. Today I'm going to be talking about the current situation at Barcelona with Xavi. Is he staying? Is he going? The last game of the season, and just a little bit looking forward to next season. All right. So with no further ado, let's get right into it, guys. So first and foremost, I'm going to address the situation with Xavi right now. I don't know what's going on, right? It's a lot of rumors in the media, talks about Laporta being mad at Xavi for, I guess being honest to say that the club is in a pretty sticky financial situation. The thing about it is that's no secret. That's not a secret to nobody. The world knows this. Since, 2020 or 2021, we've been in crisis. It's not a secret. And I think as a fan, I think that people can appreciate the truth a lot better than lies. If the club is still digging themselves out of a hole, which we're pretty, everybody is aware of that, let's just call it what it is. I think that last year Xavi overachieved by winning La Liga and winning El Clasico, Super Copa, El Clasico in the manner in which the team did. I think that was an overachievement. It was a much needed win for the team, for the club, for the city. We all greatly appreciated that, but it was an overachievement nonetheless. And in all honesty, they could have built upon that momentum and did well this season. They could have, but something happened, right? Something happened early on in the season where the players just weren't responding to Xavi. I don't know what it was. And that is the reason why when Xavi came out and say that he was leaving, I was like, yes, that is what needs to happen. We need to bring in a coach that has more of a no-nonsense type personality, somebody who, will be able to come in and take full command and full control of the locker room. Because I think Xavi, obviously I'm not privy to daily training sessions and all that, but I do feel as though there's a little bit of, passiveness going on there with Xavi. Xavi's a nice guy. He's calm. I feel like there's some passiveness going on. And I do feel like some of those older players, with the big ego, the Lewandowski, the Rafinha, the Gundogan, Frankie de Jong, these guys, I feel like there might be a little bit of a power struggle to keep those guys, keep them under control essentially. So when he announced that he's staying, I was just like, man, I get it. If it's a financial situation where the club is unable to bring in a new coach, I'm like, okay, I get it. That's understandable, right? But, I go back to early on in the season when these players weren't responding. Once they turn that corner and start to performing, right? We had that nice little stretch where we went in a good run. That to me shows that these guys, they had it in them. They have it, right? These are quite capable players. But why weren't they performing for those several months that they were just garbage? Why weren't they performing? Why were the results so poor and the performances? There's a reason. And I think there's a disconnect between the players and Xavi as a coach. And so when he announced that he's leaving, I thought that was the best thing for the club. We need a new change. We need to take a new direction. Now that he's deciding to stay, it's almost immediately once he announced he's staying, then the poor performance is returned. And it's like, what's going on? I don't understand what's happening. And now that he's decided that he's staying, there's rumors about him possibly getting fired. Like, what's going on, Barcelona? Y'all need to get it together, right? Everybody around us in La Liga is seemingly stable, and we need to get our stuff together. We need to get our acts together, like, immediately. And so right now, I'm thinking, moving forward, whether Xavi stays or not, we have to look at the financial situation and what it is that we can or cannot afford. And the reality is we can't afford to go out and buy a bunch of players without selling some top stars. And so that's what in terms of looking forward, we have to offload some stars. For me, I've always said Frankie de Jong, we can part ways with him. Rafinha, we can part ways with him. And in the back line, we could possibly part ways with Koundé. I would say keep Araujo. He's the captain. He's a solid future team member. So I say keep him. Kunde we can part ways with, and Frankie and Rafinha, and get some good money. Ferran Torres we can part ways with him as well, you know, bring in some good money. Now, as you guys have seen, I haven't really commented on the last couple of games because I just feel like, honestly, it's just like a waste of my time. Honestly, just the lack of purpose and just, you know, the performances were just like so off-putting, to say the least. But just a little bit of a look back on the last game against Vallecano. I was happy to see Vitor Roque come on and get a little playing time. You know, he did well in his little cameo. You know, he looked lively as usual, you know, trying to get in those little pockets as usual. So I was happy to see that. And I hope in this very last game of the season, he gets more playing time than he did in this previous one. You know, I don't understand Robert Lewandowski's obsession with trying to get the Pachichi. You had all season to do it, and you had several games in a row where you underperformed, did not score, did not contribute to the team, and all of a sudden when the season is ending and you're not playing for no titles, now you want to try and get the Pachichi. I don't get it. I respect his professionalism for wanting to score goals, but you should have done this earlier in the season and did it consistently throughout the season. So as we go into this last game against Sevilla, you know, there's not a whole lot at stake. We've already solidified second spot. You know, we can't lose that. So I think that Xavi should just go ahead and start Vitor Roque up front. Give the guy, just give him a try. Give him a start. It's the last game of the season. We literally aren't playing for nothing other than pride. So I think you should give him a start. But as we look a little bit forward, you know, towards next season, I've always said we need to strengthen the midfield for sure, and we also need to strengthen the attacking line. For me, Nico Williams, that's the solution. Nico Williams on that left flank with Lamine Yamal on the right flank, and whoever in the middle. I don't think it's Robert Lewandowski. He should be sold as well. For me, it's either Julian Alvarez, and I heard talks about Darwin Núñez from Liverpool. I don't know, but I like Julian Alvarez as an option. If it's not him, I don't know, you know. But either way, Nico Williams, I think, coming in definitely will strengthen that attacking front line, and also bringing in a proper holding midfielder, pivot. So maybe, you know, Kimmich, he's been in the rumor mills for quite some time now, you know, but we need to just strengthen the team going forward so that we can continue to compete for La Liga at the very least, right? And continue to grow in the Champions League. You know, we made it to the quarterfinals this time around. We had a good pathway to the semis. We didn't take that opportunity. I think if we keep building on what we have so far, we'll be able to do it. So, you know, all this talk, guys, let's just hope that Barcelona can get this all cleared up. If they fire Xavi or they keep him, there's nothing we can do about that as fans, but we need to get ourselves figured out ASAP so we can start building for next season and start building it early, because the sooner we can get the players in and sell who's to be sold, the sooner we can start to get some sort of stability and cohesion, you know, for preseason as we look forward to the start of the new season. So guys, that's what I have for today. Let me know what your thoughts are. You know, should we fire Xavi? Should we keep him, right? I mean, the decision has already been made by him to stay. Should we stick to that, or should we fire him for being honest? You know, what do you think? Should Vitor Roque start in the next game? It's the final game of the season. There was nothing we're playing for. What are your thoughts? Let me know how you're feeling down below in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. And as always, more love, more peace.